is. Look at that face. He's just looking at you, ready to attack. What's going on, guys? OddManMC back at you with another episode here on the Scoutcraft server. If you could not tell from that opening time lapse, we have begun the construction of the mega base. As you can see, I did not lie. We do need a lot more stone, and I might even take this back section here and push it back till about right here. So we're gonna need a lot of stone. And then out front you're gonna see that we're gonna be building some sort of like ship dock of some sort, and then adding on to these islands here, and just a lot more stone structures. So we got a lot of building to do, but we got a whole season to do it. Why did this kick me out? Okay, not sure what was going on with that, so let's go check in on the villager breeder. So this is still not working at all. So one of our community members, Mr. CK himself, who designed the logo for this season that you guys have seen at the beginning of my videos, has given me the link to a new breeder that I might try to build, but we're not going to build it right now. I might do that on a live stream or something like that. I've done a lot here. I've opened this up so this is like open to the sky. I've opened this up so there's more room to move around. I've added tons of beds, and still nothing. They produced one villager. I trapped him in here, and I forgot about him, and he suffocated into this block. Yeah, not proud of myself on that one. But this episode, we're going to work on a little bit more of the mega base over there, and we're going to build a few more houses like this. I won't do time lapses for them because you guys saw that in one of my last episodes. But again, go check out Scientific Gamer on Reddit, and I think I linked his YouTube channel down below. If not, let me know, and I will get that for you guys so you can see his builds. I love this house. I love the look of it, and I definitely want to do more like this. But first, we're going to head on over this way because I ended up tunneling up from where those two spawners were that we found in the last episode, and I built these little water elevators to get up and down from it. And my favorite one, if I can get out of the boat, there we go, is this one, because it drops you almost down to the very bottom of the world. So one of my plans this season is to do achievements, so we're gonna have to build all the way up to build height and just drop down this like so we can get that achievement. But we should land right here safely in our water, and then here's one spawner, and right on over here is the spider spawner. Now the unfortunate thing about these spawners is that there is not a really good middle spot that I can stand in order to activate both of them. The farthest back that I can stand from the spider spawner is right here at this torch. If I take a step back, you can see it deactivates, but if I move forward one, it's activated. But because this one's activated, the zombie spawner is not activated. So if I stand here, you can see it, and I kind of took out a bunch of blocks and I mapped out that right here, that one is activated, and unfortunately, I can't stand like here in the middle to activate both, which is very, very sad. So at times we're gonna have to pick and choose which one we want to activate. So the next step with this area is I'm going to just mine out the area around and below it, and we're gonna start funneling them into different spots. So I'm thinking of having them kind of all funnel this way. So this way from the zombie spawner, this way for the spider spawner, and them ending up kind of like right here. So the zombies can end up right here. We'll drop them down, then shoot them back up so we can easily get to them and harvest them, and then the spiders can come up here, and I'll probably have them underneath like a wall or some sort, and just kind of getting our XP that way, because then we can get some string, which will feed into my idea for a sheep or wool shop of some sort, and then whatever kind of drops we can get from the zombie spawner. So mainly XP, but we can definitely do something with all of these drops that we're gonna get. You know, it's always good when you're just mining out things and you just randomly find diamonds tucked away. Unfortunately, it is just one, but still, finding one, pretty good. All right, the zombie spawner side is done and ready to go. I do need to fill this in with some tinted glass, but I have not found an amethyst yet for an amethyst geode, so I might be asking around to the scouts to see if they found anything, but I think we should be able to test this out. So what they should do is just spawn in here. I'm just going to cover this up with cobble so I remember where it's at. And then they should just shoot up here. Now, they might need a little persuasion from each other to push up, but they end up right here. Boom. And if I need to, I can get a little closer. And I want to eventually put some redstone in here to where they will, I can turn it on and off. But it's working really, really well already. So we've got some XP grinding to do. And next I just need to get these spider sides set up, which I know is gonna be a little bit different, but overall should work just the same. Okay, the zombie spawner is pretty much good to go, and I also did some extra work on the spider spawner, so this has been working really, really good. And we also got a spider head, so we are getting closer and closer to getting some more mob heads, which I want to get for the museum I eventually want to build at spawn. And in between recording sessions, I did a live stream on the Scoutcraft server, and I built this little fishing shack where we have this little tower, and we're going to build a little deck to kind of go off of this to go along with the theme of our mega base. Still have not done the inside yet. I might do that on camera, or I'll do it on another live stream. I am not sure. But this house served as a pretty decent kind of placeholder to give me an idea for a build I want to do at spawn. Alright, Beatrice, we got a trip to make. So I spent quite a bit of time off camera just thinking about some different things I wanted to build at spawn, and as I've said before, I want to do quite a bit of aesthetic builds, stuff that doesn't necessarily have a purpose. It's just very nice to look at and serves as a great way to kind of frame in the scenery and just give a very good visual for when you're in that area. So this first build is actually going to have a purpose, and I kind of thought of it along the lines of the anime Fairy Tail, if you guys know that at all. Alright, we made it on over to spawn, and it looks like Kevil has been doing some really cool work on this wall that he is building, and I'm guessing this is going to be kind of like the outlined kind of village wall for spawn, which I'm really, really excited for. This looks really cool, because if we go on over this way, we're gonna find two shops that Puffster himself has set up. Actually, it might be even three shops. The honey shops, we got honey blocks and honeycomb. Looks like 1 diamond per 16. That actually does not sound too bad. I don't need honey blocks yet, but we're definitely gonna have to buy from him. And it looks like he's set up a rocket shop as well. 1 diamond for 3 stacks, so I'm guessing 3 stacks of 32. That, honestly, not too bad. We don't have elytra yet, so we're gonna have to work on getting that and find out when we are fighting the dragon, but I think we still need to find the stronghold, so maybe that's something else we could do as a group. Maybe we can find the stronghold together. We'll see what happens. And then it looks like we have an iron shop. Ooh, Bump Mart. I love the name. Let's see, we got 2 stacks for 1 diamond. Oh, we got a ton of iron. It looks like he's already making some profits. Oh, definitely. If we're gonna need iron, I didn't plan on making an iron farm this season, so I might just have to take him up on that. Maybe he does bulk order. We'll have to check with Bump and see what he's doing. And I think Kevil was the one who set up this community enchanting area, which I think is a fantastic idea, because if we're already over at spawn, we don't want to fly all the way back, or in my case, boat all the way back to our bases just to use our enchantment tables. Comes with an ender chest, which I completely forgot that I had stuff even in here. That's actually kind of nice to remember. And it looks like we can get his spare books for 1 diamond each, so nothing too crazy. That protection 4 book, that does look pretty good. Multi-shot. Ooh, I just made a video recently on that for some crossbows. It looks like that's doing pretty good. So I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open to see if there's any books in there that, you know, might catch my eye. I might have to get that protection 4 book. But like I said, the house that we built at our base for the stream kind of was a idea to kind of get this idea flushed out and see if I liked it. So this is going to be the Quest Guild, and like I said, I'm kind of basing this off of the anime Fairy Tail. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's a bunch of wizards in this world where They're all part of different guilds, one being Fairy Tale, and the wizards of there can take different quests. They get paid for those quests, and they have to complete certain tasks, like saving a town from ravaging vampire monkeys or something like that. There's always different weird things that the group is getting into in the show. If you haven't checked it out, go do it. They have a talking blue cat that has wings. What more could you want? So my whole thought process was that I want to put a leaderboard in here or a quest board that people can come on in, they can post what they are looking for, and others can come on in, take up the jobs, and then get rewarded for doing it. So if I wanted, say, a double chest of sticks, someone could go and get those for me, and I would pay them whatever I'm willing to pay for that. So that's kind of the idea I have for this build, and I thought, let's build off of this path that we started kind of setting up and framing in the different things that we could have here at spawn. So I'm going to jump into a really quick time lapse. We're going to build this on up and just have some fun with it, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. It's a wild buffster. He's approaching. Is he gonna attack? I don't think so. He might just be checking his shop out. I know he's gonna be doing some AFK work, so he's probably not gonna chat much. I don't even know if he can hear me. Just look at that face. He's just looking at you, ready to attack. Okay, I'm gonna keep building and I'm gonna explain to him what this is actually going to be. And there we go. The quest guild building is complete. I'm really liking this. Why does it have to get dark? As soon as I start recording a clip, it starts to get dark. I really like how I have this build kind of wedged between these two. Whoop, there's some glow berries there. These two kind of like areas of land, and if you come back here kind of to Kevil's public enchantment table, it's very framed between this tree and this tree, and I don't know if we're going to be doing custom trees here at spawn. I would like to, but I love that it's framed in and we have this path kind of set to go up this way, so we can do some sort of like ornate staircase pattern here going up to maybe some more builds or anything like that. But I'm really happy with how the inside of this turned out. I did play around with the statues data pack that we have in here. It's not great because I was just throwing armor I got from my zombie spawner on here, and I do need to get some more heads. This one Puffster gave to me. Thanks, Puff. I love it. But the next thing we need to do is we need to explain how this works. I kind of threw a sample one up so everyone can kind of see what I'm thinking. So I'm asking for 1 double chest of stone, and I'm willing to pay 5 diamonds for it. So what everyone needs to do is they need to label a piece of paper or something, and they can put it in the item frames. And we can put more item frames up. I just didn't want to overload it because they can get kind of laggy. So we'll kind of go from there, but I'm going to put a lectern here with a book so they can see the rules of how this will work. Okay, so the book rules are set. So I put the rules of the quest guild. You must name an item with your quest. Again, this doesn't have to be anything specific. I'm probably going to get a chest and put it over here that has just some paper and get a couple anvils in here for people to use. You must then give that item and the amount that you need of that item. You'll set the price you are willing to pay and include your name. The items can be exchanged in however manner the customer and quest setter need. So if it has to happen off camera because of recording issues or time restraints, that's up to whoever. If we get mailboxes set up, we can put them through mailboxes and stuff like that. And then without further ado, have fun and happy questing. I'm very happy with how this turned out on here. And we see Puffster's online. I think he's streaming. Has responded to your last video, or are you asked for help with your villagers? Okay, I'm gonna have to check out that comment. But I'm super happy with how this it's okay, Puff. My English is horrible as well. But I'm super happy with how this build turned out. So let's go back to our base and maybe get some more terraforming done and some walls starting to be put up at the mega base. Alright, so wrap up the end of the video. I think what I'm going to do is just do some terraforming, where I'm basically going to take a bunch of sand and just kind of place it along the outside of this so we can start kind of making our own bit of an island around the outer part of this structure for the mega base. The center over here won't have a whole lot of sand because we're going to be putting like a large kind of circular boat dock out here, but then we can start kind of flattening out this area up here. Depending on how I want it, I need to figure out exactly how, but I think we'll have a little bit of land here kind of leading up into the structure of the mega base island. So that's what I'm going to do really quick, and I will check on you guys in a little bit. Okay, this side of the mega base is starting to be terraformed down to the sea floor. It's pretty hollow on the inside. I did use dirt, and I think I can show you from on in here. Yeah, so I do have a column of sand on the inside, but on the other side of that, it's pretty hollow because I did use dirt as like a stair step pattern, kind of like this, just to kind of give the illusion that this is all kind of naturally formed. And I think overall, I did a pretty decent job. But you can see that over here, this side is going to need a lot more because it is farther down into the sea floor. So a lot more sand, a lot more dirt, but I think we'll get plenty of that as we're kind of building up into here. And I'm probably going to take some of this stone and have it kind of terraform down on its own, because this is going to open up into the main door of the base. And I don't know if I'll put this on a platform or something like that, but that's kind of like where we're going with it. I had the shape in mind, and I built this in a flat world, so I didn't really plan out exactly where the door is going to go, but it's going to go in this general area. Alright guys, that is all the time I have for today. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and always hit the bell so you can see when the videos are coming out. All my links that you need to know about are in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.